We live.
Yeah. We're on live, man.
Oh. What's up, boys?
Fuck it. Start it. Ralphie Che, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Jojo.
How's everything going, man? Good?
Not bad, you?
Yeah, why don't you put that close to your mouth here? Guys, huge show today. I know we're starting a little bit early today. Ask questions. If you're not at work right now, you're ditching school, I don't give a rat's. JoeyTLive Leafs Talk, Life Talk, episode 29 with my co-host Ralph Spataro, aka Later B. Check him out, he's fucking awesome, man. Like and share this video. Our podcast is now up, SoundCloud, type JoeyTLive. Guys, YouTube channel is also type JoeyTLive also. Let's go through our sponsors, Ralphie Che. We got otrmeals.com. Feel great, look great.
Number one,
we got Metalogics. Ralph actually helped build that company. Okay.
Oh, buddy.
Basically, Ralph built it from scratch.
Yep.
Shout out to Vic Vescio right now, who just probably finished blow drying his hair.
100%. So beautiful. I love you.
Yeah, he's got more hairspray than an 80s rock band. We got Metalogics, like I said, by Jesse and Joe. We got Vivo Transport. Thank you guys for all your sponsoring us. You know, me and Ralph, sometimes we use that money for vodka sodas, but at the end of the day, we still love your support, okay? Minkia, who's insurance these companies? You know what, Vic Vescio, this is not about you right now, but RDA, shout out to Vic Vescio, Double V. Sounds like a villain in a movie, Double V. Okay, guys, let's go over this. Guys, we're a little bit earlier. You can watch the show later. Everyone's got a life. What's up, Timo? Big love from Vivo Transport. Thank you for all your Coco Tucutugno is in the house right now. Timo, thank you for all your... Only Timo I know is Solani and you, right, my friend? So it's good that you're sponsoring us and supporting me and Ralph.
Yes, we appreciate it. We also have a new sponsor that I'm proud to announce that I will be a part of, Informa Cultura. So there it is on my hat, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, we'll be figuring some stuff out with them. Excellent stuff on King Street. There's a few locations that have opened up across the city. And they do great things with in the world of pastries and the world of bread and baking.
That's good stuff. You know, I wouldn't mind to have some extra like bacon food with us. We got OTR. Why not have some desserts on the
Absolutely,
side, right?
The best in the business.
Yes, Vic, we know your hair is incredible, but at the end of the day, I'm Dylan McKay, Ralph's Brandon Walsh. Let's get right into this.
Yep.
We got our last 4 games, Ralph. I'm going to start off with the first game. It was Monday, March 26th. I went to that game. I actually went to the game alone. A client of mine gave me tickets. Hold on one last second. We're going to even give a 5th sponsor to myself, JT Money, which is coming very soon. I do private loans, construction financing, everything to do with mortgages, guys. I'll get into that later, but I can't wait for you guys to check that out. Let's go back to this Buffalo game, Ralph. I called you and I said, what to you, Ralph?
Oh my God, were you available tonight? And I said, for what, excuse me? He's like, I got 2 Leaf tickets, center ice against the Sabres. I'm like, as much as I want to be with my man JT and only leave him hanging, I can't do it, Jojo. It would have been too much. So I don't know what he did. I thought he was going to go and call every person possible.
Oh, Ralph, I called everybody. I called people I had fights with 3 years ago. I called exes. I called lawyers, doctors. I couldn't get anyone to come to the game. So you know what I did, guys? I went to the game by myself. Well, I got the tickets at 6:35.
Yeah, you called me at 6:38.
I went to the game by myself, and I actually didn't mind it.
You said you had nice seats.
I got a nice bag of those jujubes or like a Starburst, a couple of those things, and I just sucked them back. But the Leafs lost. Kadri had 1 goal.
Which you said they were going to have a tough time against Buffalo.
They always do. Kadri had his 30th of the season. That's amazing for $4.5 million. Scoring 30 goals.
Best bargain in the NHL.
100%. We got Marleau with his 24th. And all I can say is freaking Buffalo. You know, Eichel scored that one-handed goal. I think I scored that on you in my driveway back in 97. I think my dad was grabbing my arm to cut the grass, but I had the one right and I roofed it on you. But, you know, you came back and you scored a hat trick after that. So... We lost to Buffalo, guys. I hate losing to Buffalo. No offense to the armpit of the United States. I can't stand them. Sorry, Buffalo. I go there to shop if I was looking for diesel pants or something or True Religion stuff.
Horrible. My son had a hockey tournament in October in Buffalo, Joe.
Yeah.
Swear to God, I crossed the board. I go, when the hell am I leaving this? Didn't want to stay there. I'm telling you, it was 6 minutes in and I'm out of here.
You know, they're cursed more than the Leafs right now, Buffalo, with the Bills and everything. Well, we lost that game. So, what are you going to do? Next game, Wednesday, March 28th. I think it was a 4-3 victory. Now I think we know 4-3 victory over Florida, and I think we basically kicked out Florida out of the playoffs.
Yeah, that was a dagger, and it was a tough day. They fought hard for the first 6 minutes, but after that they fell apart. Poor Luongo. He owns Toronto.
Luongo made that Glover on Bozak.
Oh, buddy,
Bozak took 6 hours to release it, but still. Luongo, I think his armpit hair fell out of his socket because he basically it's the back of his hair right now.
100%.
What a save he made, man.
Oh, he's a stud. You know what, Joe? He's going to be 40 years old. And if he carried that, you know what? They're 6 out now? 93, 86. They're done. 7 out.
7 points out with like 4 games left. They got to win out and hope for... The East is done. It's all about seeding right now.
Yeah.
Florida's not making the playoffs. They had a great run. Sorry, Florida. At least you get to go to Miami with a 1-hour drive. Goal scorers again for that game. Ralph Spataro. Marner with his 22nd. Mateo with his 30th.
Yep.
Marlowe 25th. And JVR with his 34th there. Back-to-back actually 30-goal seasons for Mateo.
Yeah. Yep.
JVR is playing for his contract.
Makes no sense.
Marner was stuck on 1 goal. Now he's got like 22. He's on fire right now. So good for Marner.
Yeah, I'm so happy for Marner. My father, he calls it Marner.
Marner.
He loves Marner.
He's got 69 points. He was left out to dry in that fourth line for a long period of time. We went over this all season, all 29 episodes.
To put those two together.
Marner looks like he was born in Ajax and went to the pubs over there, but he's a great player. You know
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense. I told you he's a $130 soaking wet.
Oh, we see.
But he's got 69 points. He's leading our team. Mateo's been gone for 18, 20
He's got
games.
31.
31. Imagine if he played all the game. You know, it wasn't a great game, but the Leafs were flying that night.
Oh, those 4 lines. Ooh. Now, if our buddy, my father made a good point. I hope he's watching. So, Komarov's out of the lineup. Leo's up. Andreas Johansson's in. My brother-in-law knows the team speed with Kapanen and Johansson. That's the X factor for the Leafs is their speed, Joey.
Oh, they were running Florida into the ground.
My
If it wasn't
God.
for Luongo, it was 12-3.
All day long.
Little thing I'm scared about, Ralph. Anderson looks a little bit shakier these days. He looks tired. I know McElhinney's playing tonight.
Oh, that's hell.
But it's okay. You know what? Give him a rest. I think Anderson needs to be fresh. They won that game with their talent. Florida just couldn't run with them. They win the game 4-3.
Yeah.
Friday night, they go to the Isles, New York Islanders in Brooklyn. They beat Johnny T 5-4.
5-4.
Kadri with his 31st. I forgot Zaitsev was even on this team. He scored his 5th.
He's been
Marner again on fire. 22nd of the year. JVR, man, he just sees dollar signs. He's 36th of the year. And Mateo with a nice pass from Nylander tucks it home to make it 5-4. What do you think about that game against Islanders?
It was a good game, Joe. I was worried about the Islanders. See, with them, they were ferocious in the beginning of the year. Remember that offense? They fell apart, but then
looked good.
They looked good. They looked back to the Islanders of 2 months ago and that game, and it was back and forth. I said, if they're gonna lose a game like this and get points with the Isles, like Buffalo, New York in 1 week, really? These are not that they're seated where they are, but even for themselves, for confidence factor, W's make a difference. I mean, that's what I think.
I agree, and they have 100 points. They're only 4 points away from tying, I believe, their record all time. I can't even believe that. And most wins at home. They're having a great year. I don't think they're getting up for these games. The Buffaloes and the Islanders, the Floridas.
No.
Still, they got the 2 points against Islanders. Mateo just shows you how valuable, and you know that already. He is.
Big time. Big time.
It is what it is. Your dad thinks Marlowe's going to hit 30. He actually is on 26 right now.
It's possible.
You know, he had 26 last year, 27. That's what you're going to get for Marlowe.
And it's the experience factor. Joe, how good is he in the room?
No, Did you see what in the room.
Sorry to interrupt. His wife made a comment about the 3 kids. I got Patrick and my 3 sons, which were Nylander, Marner, and Matthews. Like, he's taking these guys.
17 years older, I'm sure.
He's made them their kids.
He had them in New Orleans and Mardi Gras, for sure. It was his kids, for sure. Okay, guys, so this is the game, Ralph, I really want to see. And Vic Vescio actually went to the game and he flooded his Instagram. Vic Vescio coached a lot of these guys, so he likes to take likes away from me and later be on our accounts.
Oh, Vic's top.
But Vic's top notch. He was taking pictures in the crowd with everyone, even the referee. I think he coached at one point in his time.
Oh, for sure.
They lost that game 3-1 against Winnipeg. Marlowe with his 26. Ralph, I had to bring this up. This was freaking opening night revenge.
All day long. We knew that.
We pumped them 7-2. Winnipeg looked like another scrap season, but Winnipeg, I think up front,
Top best.
Robin Thicke, Scheifele, blurred lines. He's great. Line. They got Stastny for nothing.
For nothing. How do you pick up a player like that?
They're a deep team, man.
Look at their Vic. Look at their. Is he still on? Look at that. Look at the middle of that lineup. Look at their centers. They run 4 deep. Lowry's your fourth. Look at the kid. What's his name there? Oh my God, he stumped me right now. The kid's got 27. Connor. Look at Connor.
No, that team
Jesus,
up front.
Nick Ehlers. What?
They could run. They could
anybody.
Run.
Jacob Trouba on the back end with that squad.
No, Buffalo actually probably lost his baby fat finally 30 years later. He's playing great.
Yeah.
Winnipeg did not have a problem with us Saturday night. I think your dad made a great point here. Anderson needs a rest.
Yeah, he's been saying that for a while, my father. The last 3 weeks.
A couple of my Boston friends who love the Bruins have been calling him 4-goal Freddy. And I sort of
that's a good one.
If I could give him a Boston Crab, never mind. I'll give him one like Rick Martel.
I'll tell them that this 4-goal Freddy come playoff time, Joey. The Bruins aren't gonna. Don't get me wrong. I love that Bruins. I hate the Bruins, but you gotta love the way they play.
Oh no.
They're
I'm gonna get into that in a couple minutes.
Okay.
But the Jets really showed us
that's a team.
How deep they are, and they have a little bit back in. They got that guy, Ned Halabak or
Halabak's 41-11.
He's up there for the Vezina. I want to get that in a moment, but I think that game there, the Leafs really kind of showed you where they were at. Winnipeg's a top-notch team in the league.
Oh yeah,
and they lost that game 3-1. They play a big game in Buffalo tonight. Ralph Spataro will get into a couple other things. 3 games left for the Leafs. They play tonight. They play against New Jersey, and then they wrap up the season. Saturday, April 7th, guys, we're going to find out who we play against.
Montreal? Sorry?
It's in Montreal.
I got to take Julian.
And it's a big game for really nobody, actually, if I really think about it.
No,
it's 3 games. It's meaningless.
It's points.
Do we want to pass 103, 104 points? Yes, that'll be good for the young guys' morale going into playoffs. The big freaking game this week, Ralphie Chase, April 3rd. Boston versus Tampa.
Oh,
Tampa.
my bloodbath. We need Tampa, boys.
I'm going to give you a couple stats, and I want to hear you run with this. April 3rd, Boston plays Tampa, which is tomorrow in Tampa. Boston's up 2 points, 1 game in hand. Boston's 3 remaining games are Tampa Bay, Florida, and Ottawa. No, Florida, Ottawa, and Florida. Tampa plays Boston, Buffalo, Carolina. What do you see? Stamkos got a little hurt. He's day-to-day. You never know with his leg. He's got more iron in it than my neck. What do you think? What are you thinking? Can Boston do this?
Joe, you know what? I think they can. As much as I hate to say it pains me, yes, they can. My father said the same thing about Tampa's back end. They look slow, sluggish, and it all depends on Stamkos if he's healthy or not. And he looks unhealthy. He looks tired, or something's up with him. And Cooch fell off the map.
Cooch fell off the map, and I'm going to get into the Hart Trophy in about 2 minutes.
Bruins will do it.
I'm dying to play Tampa Bay. I think it's more pressure on them to beat us and
100%.
vice versa. We'll go into Tampa first game. I think we could run with their forwards. Hedman, a great player. I think he's a little overrated. I don't want to fucking screw around with Chara. That guy's like my dad on skates, but 6'7".
Never finished.
And it's too much. So do you think Boston with 2 points up with 1 game in hand, do you think they could get ahead of Tampa?
I do. I was just going to mention that. I do, Joe, with that game in hand. I believe they're going to run the table. If for some reason, like my son Michael, if you're listening, he's been yapping to me about fixes in hockey. I said, Michael, unfortunately, hockey doesn't work like that. I get what you're saying. He's saying Chicago fixed it so he can get picks. No, Michael. But I could see a scenario where Boston resting their players also, saying, you know what, our first round opponent is better. It'd be better if our first round opponent be the Leafs. That's what I'm thinking.
I agree, but I really believe this April 3rd game, which is tomorrow, Boston versus Tampa, Boston's going to try to beat Tampa tomorrow.
That one,
and then, okay, so say they beat Tampa tomorrow in Tampa without Stamkos. They're 4 points up. Tampa's only got 2 games left.
One more game.
So Boston still has to play Florida, an Ottawa team that's at the Parliament right now, doesn't know where Trudeau is. They've lost their freaking way. Okay, and then Florida again. Luongo, he's going to take the jaw out of his hair. Luongo's going to go to Sicily. I think that game tomorrow means so much to us.
Both squads, and they got pummeled. Do you remember last week?
I really think Boston could do this because they're up 2, and they play Tampa. If they beat Tampa tomorrow, it's a chokehold on that. We're playing Tampa.
They're playing Tampa. If that's the case,
100%.
Your compadre Vic sent us something, Joey.
Vic Vescio with a good question. They kept the Leafs to the outside a lot. Didn't give the Leafs much to work with. Also can understand why Komarov is on the PP, but in Babcock we trust. Vic is referring to the Winnipeg game.
Yep.
Vic, I found out that Babcock actually confirmed Kamarov in Finland in 1996, so that's where he's getting all that love. He bought him the little pepper and the cornuta for his the gold chain. But again, that Winnipeg team, they're a little bit more stronger than us. What a change of events from opening night to Saturday night. I really thought Paul Maurice.
I think he's done.
He looks like a Wahlberg behind there.
He's been a Wally for 18 years, bro.
But I'm not going to say he turned that team around. That talent turned that team around because they're stacked.
They are stacked, but who let that talent out and who believed in it? Paul Maurice.
You know
he's not even an advocate of trades. He doesn't like touching his teams.
You know what? Maybe you're right. He did have that Leaf team that had Jason Allison.
The worst team on earth. Your buddy Allison.
Holy shit. That guy was a beauty. He was slower than me if I went running down the sidewalk right now.
Made no sense. Vic, how does that Downsview Beaver become a National Hockey League player? Man?
You know what? He did have 66 points that year, but it was all done on the power play that year.
40 PP points.
That was pretty crazy. And we got Dominic Perkilo in the house.
DP.
Okay.
Scusate, DP.
Another thing I want to run by you, Ralph. So I still think we're going to be playing Tampa Bay. I do not want to play Boston first round. I want to get some confidence. I'm not afraid of Tampa Bay. We beat them 4-3. We lost 4-3 without Mateo. Mateo comes back, gets rested. Anderson, I think we could go game one in Tampa. We score first. We could run them off the table and take them game one. Hopefully win that series in 6. I'm not afraid of Tampa. Boston, wow. I don't want to touch them. Want to get into I'm going to tell you, Ralph, my MVP Hart Trophy.
Oh, here's the bait.
Okay, so I'll go first, and then I'm dying to hear what you think.
Gotcha.
These are my 6 candidates, and I got a 7th. I know there's a lot. There's only 3 that could go in the running.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got McDavid.
Yep.
You got Kucherov, Malkin, Giroux, McKinnon, and Hall.
Right.
My dark horse is Marchand, 84 points in 64 games.
It's a good one.
Hate the guy, want to break his nose, want to fix it for him. But he missed 20 games pretty much. Where he is without Bergeron, he can sort of be in the top 3. McDavid, 103 points, a scrap team. The closest guy doesn't barely have 50. That's impressive as it is. No one's going to catch him.
No chance.
He's going to win to Art Ross. My choice, Ralph, and then I'm going to go to you.
Yeah.
If McKinnon and the Colorado Avalanche make the playoffs,
he's MVP.
He has to be my MVP, and he has to be the league's MVP. Getting rid of Duchesne, I understand Hall, what he's doing for New Jersey, but playing in the West, I'd give it to McKinnon. Outside dark horse is Marchand. McDavid, you're a stud, but you didn't make the playoffs. Give me your rundown, Ralphie Che.
Wow, Joe, honest to God, I'm lost for words because I had this conversation with my son, and I told Mike and Julian as well that if Mac makes the playoffs, he's the MVP, McKinnon. You get rid of Duchesne, they gave him the squad, look what he did with it. He took the ball and ran with it, Jordan, that team. Nathan McKinnon, gotta give it to him.
Oh, and he missed about 8 games with an injury.
He missed 8 games, exactly. 8 games with an injury, 94 points.
And he's got a bomb girlfriend too.
She's beautiful.
Beautiful. Let's go back to your series.
Sorry.
I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, not at all. She's beautiful. But I got McKinnon number 1 for me. Connor, I love you. I think you're a stud. I watched you play many years with the Toronto Marlies playing AAA, and I knew you were going to be a stud when you were younger. But it's hard for me to give it to you this year, even though your point total is what it is. You're not in the playoffs. McKinnon's taking a team that was nothing with another coach by himself. And you get rid of Duchesne, you give him the ice time. Look what he's done. Taylor Hall, his best buddy, a guy that he was aligned with in Kitchener, and Adam Henrique, you trade him, you bring in Vatten in. Look at this kid. What he does.
I know.
He's a 90 point. He scored an overtime goal last night. Picked the puck up center.
Would you give it to McKinnon too?
Yes, absolutely. No offense to anybody on this ballot. And you know we're big Gino fans.
Oh no, I'm big Gino fans.
Big Gino fans.
Give McKinnon, Crosby, and Kessel. Give Hall, Crosby, and Kessel.
What would they do?
And I feel sorry for Giroux. No one gives like. Did you see that OT winner? What he did
through the leg back and upstairs,
up and skirted around the corner, hot dog between his left hand. What the hell is that? And he's got 95 points. But I still wouldn't give it to Giroux.
No, Giroux has guys. Look at Voracek and Giroux. Jake Voracek.
I just feel bad. He's third. Call it 4th in scoring, and he doesn't get any. No one gives him a peep.
No, he didn't even know he exists, Joe.
No, and
0.
McKinnick's 5th in scoring, 94 points. Tough game last night. They lost 4-3 to Anaheim.
But they got a point out of it.
They got a point at it, but St. Louis is right behind them with 92 points.
With no team.
Me and later B, Ralphie Che, we're going to go with McKinnon right now. McDavid's going to win to Art Ross. Kucherov is 6 points behind with 4 games left.
That's unlikely.
I don't see that happening. We got Art Ross is going to go to McDavid 2 years back to back, both years over 100 points.
Yep.
First player to do that in how long? It's been a long time since someone
Sidney,
got back. Probably Sidney. Long time, 8-9 years.
Sidney had the 120, then he got hurt. Was it hurt the next year? Gino did it twice.
He basically has been putting up points with
look what he's
Lucic, Junk.
Horrible. He's
Nugent Hopkins.
Patrick Maroon.
Draisaitl slower than Pat Lisi up front. I don't get it. Doesn't make sense.
So that would be a good race.
That would be a great race in the bathroom. We got Richard Trophy. I think Ovi's up 2 goals.
Yeah.
He's going to win that, for the 7th time?
7th or 8th, you're right.
7th. Yeah, because he's on 6. He wins this. He's got 2 goals up on Lenny. I would give it to Ovi right now, even though it's not over. That race could change with a hat trick here and there.
Oh, yeah. I thought he would be a 50 by now. Last night surprised me. He had a great game. But I swear to God, I thought Ovi was going to be like a 3 or 4 goal Ovi. Just one of those nights. But it just wasn't. He wasn't.
At the end of the day, he's got the most. Him, Bossy, and Gretzky. The most 45 goal seasons. I believe he has 9.
Yeah,
so that's pretty
he's
crazy.
Hey, just so everybody know, Joey and I have always been Ovi fans.
Oh, I love Ovi.
But Joey and I also feel that our boy Malkin's never gotten any respect.
Oh, he never got any respect. And no offense to Malkin, but if Ovi had a Malkin on his team and put Backstrom on that team, he'd have a cup. And
many cups.
Ovi played his 1,000 game yesterday. I saw one person in the crowd said 0 cups. I would have grabbed the puck and threw it at that kid's head. Right between them. They got over 600 goals, you pig. What else do you want me to do? The guy scored 40 playoff goals. That's all the guy does.
That's all he does is score.
And yet they say he doesn't have a cup. Get off his back. That guy will run you over, and he's $1.70. He smokes Marble Lights.
Doesn't make any sense.
Cube, and he smoked 4 of my eye. I didn't even take a picture of it.
He's the nicest guy.
All right, so
my guess
against the Jets. So yeah, good point. Mike is bringing up the point. The Leafs did play back to back, playing the Friday and then rushing home to play against the Jets. The Jets were a little more rested. It just looked one-sided to me. I'm not saying.
No, the ice was tilted definitely.
It was definitely in the Jets' favor. I got the Vezina. It's between Hellebuyck, Valaski from Tampa, and Rene. Dark horse, Fleury. He's got the best save percentage and goals against pretty much. But I'm going to go with Hellebuyck. Split duties. He had a concussion for about 57 games.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Hellebuyck. Who do you like for the Vezina this year?
I got Hellebuyck. Connor Hellebuyck for me has been number 1 with that Jet squad, even though I'm a big
Arena fan. Was he supposed to be number 1?
No,
it was Mason.
Oh, yeah, it was Mason. But he did I seen that. Did you see the little clip they had him as conditioning stint in the summer? Connor Hellebuyck. Oh my God.
What did he do?
So he worked. I forget the guy's name. Excuse me here.
Hey, hot peppers. What do you do?
No, he's an Italian guy. And the work he's done, he was doing like Vic. If you're listening, this is the workouts that Vic does. You know, Vic does a lot of band work when he works out. Okay. Rubber bands, and it's tension. Okay. And that's the stuff Connor Hellebuyck was working on, and his splits. And I look so tedious. I go, if he's putting in work like that, Joe,
he's gonna have a good year.
There you go.
But don't you find that sometimes when goalies lose too much weight, they struggle?
Well, that happened to our
Cam Ward.
Yeah, Cam Ward.
I think Brodeur. I think
Anderson.
They need that extra cheech in the side, right? So I don't know. Maybe I think he's gonna win the Vezina. So does Ralph.
Yeah.
You got to give it to him because he pretty much had a great year. Awesome. And Rene maybe does deserve it too. I don't even think between the 3, flip a coin. I'd be happy with any of the 3 to tell you the truth. Even the guy from Tampa, I want him to screw up in the playoffs. But
Vasilevsky, yeah.
I'll give it to Hellebuyck, dark horse Fleury, but he didn't play enough games. So, like I was saying to Ralph, to you earlier, East, Ralphie Chase, pretty much wrapped up. Yep. The West, it's going to be a battle between LA, Colorado, St. Louis. Anaheim's 2 points up on all those guys, 3 on some of them, like St. Louis. That's going to be a race and a half. That West, I don't care if you finish first in the freaking West, you got a tough opponent coming from the wild card right off the bat. That's like, imagine you got to bump into LA and you're Nashville, you're whoever's Winnipeg. There's a tough first round for you.
It's a horrible first round. People forget how good the
hockey
is in the West.
Doughty's going to play 33 minutes your first game.
And we wouldn't be surprised if LA goes, trots themselves to the cup again.
100%. You still got one of the best goalies in the world, Quick and Ed. Hasn't had a great season, but
still there.
Go screw around them in the playoffs. See how that works for you, buddy.
Good luck with that.
2 Stanley Cups.
And his hears.
And his hears, and he swears when he does his parades. He's awesome. Okay, Ralph, I want to switch focus. Yeah. Big league game tonight. That's great. Doesn't mean much. I got a beef with the freaking Raptors.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and then I want to hear your response.
Yeah, and Mike Guest is gonna chime in, man.
Raptors, they played against Cleveland last week. By halftime, I'm like, wow.
They're up 12.
They're
17.
They're up 17. I'm like, this is a new team. The bench, LeBron can't handle. I up to that halftime, I start calling people. I'm like, you know what? They are for real. The bench is different.
Yeah.
They needed to win that game. All I found out was LeBron was missing 3 players, and he still frickin' owns us. We breastfeed off his pecs. He gives us the milk. It's the same frickin' story. They lose to LeBron. Then another game that really pisses me off. They go to Boston. I think it was 2 nights ago, Saturday night, and they lose to Boston without Kyrie. It's a fucking same old Raps, Ralphie Che.
Yeah.
Tell me how you feel before I puke on my computer.
Pisses
me off.
It pisses you off. It pisses us all off. Like I had a conversation with my father, and he says, "Don't be surprised they lose against the Celtics without Kyrie."
No, that's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing,
oh
guys.
My
you
God.
you just gave a game away in the fourth quarter against the Cavaliers, who Rodney Hood. Sometimes I don't even understand what you're doing on the court with that team, and LeBron just carries the load and carries the load and carries the load.
Yeah.
Yet against the Celtics, Joey, did you see that pivotal performance?
Yeah.
In the third quarter, are you guys dreaming? Like listen, like honestly, God, we are huge Raps fans.
Huge Raps.
My father's a huge Rap fan.
Love the Raps.
Yeah, but come on, boys. It's proof in the pudding. These are games you have to measure up against the way. Like,
Ralph, you can't beat a LeBron team with 3 regulars out of the lineup.
I know.
You can't beat a Boston team without Kyrie. No wonder Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith
said that
they say they have no respect for the Raptors because they're called baby dinosaur with little arms. And you know what? Till they play against Cleveland, I think tomorrow night.
Yeah.
You better, guys. I need you to listen to me. You better freaking win that game. I'm not watching the rest of it. I don't even care if you turn it up in the playoffs. You're dead to me.
No, that's proof.
You have to win those games. You're first in the East. You can't lose to a Boston team without
Kyrie.
Top 5 player in the world is not there. One guy landed on his neck back.
Did you see that? I thought he broke it.
And he's beating us to the ball. They're beating. I just don't get it.
No, they look tired. Sorry to interrupt. DeMar, like he looked tired. Kyle, we understand what's going on there, but the second unit. Jakob Pertl, like, I don't know. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Ibaka? What's happening?
I think Casey, he's been running this way all year, but when the going gets tough late in games...
It's been buckling on him.
He's been buckling on him because he's going back to what he feels comfortable.
Yeah, but
ISO.
But you can't go away. You can't go back to the well.
Every time you go ISO's at a nightclub, Ralph, when you see
100%,
someone at the bar.
100%.
You don't do ISO when everyone knows it's going to Lowry and DeRozan. And another thing, where's Lowry in those games?
Nowhere to be found. JD had DeRozan a hard time.
Ralph, I just don't understand. Those are 2 games where I want to see where they're at. They're only 2 games up now in Boston.
That was a bad loss.
It was a bad loss. Other way around, like, it shouldn't have happened.
No.
Like, that's like us without DeRozan, them coming into our barn and they're stacked, and us winning. That would never happen. We would never beat them without DeRozan.
Absolutely
Why
not.
the frick are we losing to them without Kyrie? That really bothered me. It's LeBron all the time, too. I'm getting sick of losing to that guy. Someone put your body, go to get a concussion,
They won't.
draw a charge.
They won't. The only person who was like that was...
Obaba, Obubi, whatever his name is.
Yes. Or now, and when you had
Ibaka's a no-show.
Ibaka's a no-show. Sorry, Serge. You're getting that kind of money. You got to show. Because I'd rather pay
14. The other guy who played his heart out.
He played his life away.
Ibaka does nothing.
No,
so why
Ibaka not nice. Drake, this is the wrong Ibaka. Take that guy off the track.
Ibaka sucks. I'm
Holy
sorry. So it's basically
shit.
LeBron all the time. LeBron's putting up crazy numbers, and I'm hearing a lot of comparison. He just passed Michael Jordan for most consecutive games with over 10 points.
685?
No, 867.
Oh, 866. Sorry.
MJ took 2 years off. He would have been past 1,000. It's 160 games on top of there.
Yeah.
I think LeBron doesn't have the demeanor. I say this 100 times.
We've spoken about that before.
I'm going to give you my top 5, Ralph, and I want to hear your top 5 that I've seen. I don't care about Wilt Chamberlain playing against my dad and your
80s
dad.
on. No, I tell my son the same thing.
1980 on. I don't give a shit what you did before 1980. There was no three-point line. It was a fake league. There was white guys everywhere.
Horrible basketball.
Horrible basketball. There was still
No
Dr. J,
athleticism.
Iceman, Kareem, still stud. Wilt's it's a legend. Don't get me wrong. But the talent from 80 on, and if it wasn't for Bird and Magic, the league would have folded. So
85, yeah.
My top 5 players is MJ. That's easy.
Yeah.
Closest thing to MJ is Kobe.
Love you, Kobe.
I'll put LeBron third. He is a freak.
You still keeping Kobe's, eh?
No, Kobe's
The
over.
rings.
No, it's not even the rings. Kobe had a mentality. LeBron likes to laugh, joke around.
Kobe did it, man.
LeBron talks about him more himself than I do around girls. Like he needs to like chill out. He keeps telling you how good he is. Kobe went in the gym, got it done, came out 5-2 in the finals. Kobe didn't screw around. LeBron has to. He's the only superstar of our era. Messi. You could go Gretzky, Lemieux. He's always got to tell you how good he is.
Yeah, like he's voting
Shut
himself.
up.
I vote for me.
I vote for me. Did you ever hear Wayne say that?
No.
Mario, Michael Jordan. Did you ever see Kobe say that? They might have said it after, but not during the season. The season's still going on. Back to what I was saying. I'm so angry about that. MJ, Kobe, LeBron, Magic, Bird. That's my top 5. LeBron is a freak. LeBron is the best in the last maybe 5-6 years. If my life was on the line though, Rafiche, I'd still take Kobe, LeBron, because Kobe finds ways at halftime to change the pace, go for your throat, take that shot. LeBron's starting to do that at 36 years old, so he's not even better than Kobe. How the hell am I going to put him in front of Michael Jordan?
I wouldn't. Like for me.
What are your take on that?
I honestly, I'm a big Michael fan, huge, and Kobe. So I have Michael, Kobe. I don't even have LeBron. I have Magic.
Okay, fair enough.
See, I have MJ, Kobe, Magic, LeBron, and 5 at Bird. What do you think about Shaq?
Shaq was the most dominant, one of the most dominant
of his
players,
years, Joe.
but was he in shape all those years? And I don't
But
want
what
to
he
use that.
did.
What he did, he was a freak. But this is the difference. And again, I don't like putting centers in my top 5.
We don't. We
I
never have.
don't like it. But he's there. But then you could say the same point for Tim Duncan.
Yeah, but the
More
big
titles.
fundamental should be there. But Tim Duncan had.
You know what? You've got a good point. I would probably put Shaq at 5 too, but I love Larry Legend. I just think what he did for the game and what he did on the court.
Well, that's the battle of him and Magic, though.
Him and Magic, and that's why I have
Turn
Magic
the NBA
instead of
around.
Bird. You know, Magic has 5, Bird has 3. So to me, Magic's ahead of Bird. LeBron does have 3,
but he lost 4.
But he lost 4. But there was one year he carried a crap team that me and you could have been
First
starting
year.
5 against San Antonio. So I would just go MJ, Kobe, LeBron, what he's doing with the stats.
Yep.
Only player to have 30,000 points, 8,000 assists, 8,000. At the end of the day, that's pretty retarded.
Numbers are numbers.
He's pretty. He's going to be the top 10 in assists, top 3 in points. Like Ralph, he's the only non-point guard in the top 8.
What is he? He's a hybrid.
He's not even.
He's a hybrid.
He's Magic Johnson. I told you this many times
Yeah.
on steroids.
Yeah.
So he's my number 3. I don't see him passing Kobe. He has to win another
2 championships
at least to even tie Kobe. Why does Kobe get no love? Like,
you know why Kobe gets no love? Because that incident in Colorado, and he went to change his number. That whole spiel.
maybe
but
I
it
think
happens.
so, but
People-
I'm looking as a player though, Ralph, and I agree with you.
I loved watching
that.
Kobe.
Did affect LeBron. Has nothing to tarnish his image.
No,
Nothing's
other
happened.
that and the fact that we've seen someone somewhere come in.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. But like, I'd go Kobe over LeBron. Like, I look at it anything. Who's the best goal scorer of all time? If you had a penalty shot, it's Mary Lemieux. So if someone said to you, Ralph, you're going to get someone slice your throat, but you need to win Game 7, but you could only pick one player, LeBron or Kobe. Who are you going to pick?
Kobe.
So he's better. He's better. Why not take the guy who's better?
I would ask Paul Sheeta.
All right, Paul Sheeta right now is away on vacation, but I definitely would ask him too. He's not around right now, but I'm going to go with that. I'm going to switch over. Look, I'm pissed at the Raps right now. I do not want to talk about them no more.
What would Paul have to say?
He probably would go same thing as me, MJ, Kobe, LeBron. Like,
and then the fact
the closest thing to MJ is Kobe. Why would I pick LeBron over Kobe? Then
No.
that means LeBron's the closest to MJ. But Kobe, what he did at his level, at his pace, guys, he was 5-2. He beat a Boston team that was stacked. He came back. He cried. He wants it. I'm not saying LeBron doesn't want it.
Yeah.
But Kobe had a sickness. Kobe went to St. Michael's Hospital and put IV in his chest just to like win games. I'm not
true.
saying LeBron doesn't do that.
Because Kobe's a wop.
But if you go back on YouTube, you young screwbags out there, go on YouTube and type in LeBron versus Kobe. Watch Kobe eat him up. And on defense, Kobe never took it and a minute off. LeBron does. And I'm not saying that's the reason why he's better. They call him the Black Mamba for a reason. LeBron made his own name up. calling himself the king.
Yeah.
He is the king right now, but you can't give yourself your own nickname.
No.
Okay.
The Black Mamba was given to him. That was Adidas. Now, with the Black Mamba, did you like him at 8 or 24 when he came back from that
No,
job?
either or. He's great. I didn't get
I like
20.
him with the 24 on his back.
24, he won 2 titles. You know, he won them without Shaq.
No Shaq.
Which was huge. He did have Paul Gasol, but he basically, when he lost against Boston, he went in the gym, and this is the difference.
Remember how jacked he got, man.
He came back pissed off and won back-to-back titles. And he's the second best player of all time. And some say he's actually a better scorer than Michael Jordan.
He was so smooth. He reminded me of Michael so much. The only difference between them two is that
Michael grip. He could grip the ball better. I think
we spoke about that.
I think Kobe had a little bit better of footwork, and Kobe hit the 3 better. But Michael Jordan was the best scorer I've ever seen in my
Michael,
life.
Man.
Like,
he was just pretty to watch.
It is what it is. I'm gonna switch topics now. Abramovich, that son of a gun.
Oh, your boy.
He's 36 years old. He's gonna show you how different this league is. I love Javinko. He's my boy.
Yeah, they're tight.
Take pictures with him. But Abramovich makes Javinko look normal.
Yeah, Zlatan is something else. We spoke about him, and I swear to God, I knew it. When Gabe's brother, so Chris Galucci, coached in the States. He was in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
A person that he coached with is now a physiotherapist for the LA Galaxy. 2 months ago at Gabe's baptism for his son, he said that Zlatan was coming to the MLS. He was signing with, I swear to God, that he was signing with the LA Galaxy. I said, no chance. The guy is so fit and he's in form.
Jack.
Sure enough, the deal's done. He was right. Who's scoring goals and looks like goddamn Thor?
Did you see that first goal he scored?
I know, dude. We hate that, and we hate that.
I don't even like watching soccer.
No.
I do it for Javinks. I watch some of my old videos.
And we're former soccer players.
That first goal he scored, guys.
Jesus.
Even when his players are coming around to celebrate, they looked wrong celebrating around. They look like a bunch of midgets. And what a rocket. Then the second goal, top 2 pure goal scorers in soccer history is Ronaldo from Brazil and Ibra. And Ronaldo from Portugal's up there too, but he's more of an all-around assassin. I'm talking about pure goal scoring. Again, Messi and Ronaldo put up crazy goals, so I'm going to have some arguments there.
Oh, yeah.
But the guys I look as pure strikers is Ronaldo from Brazil and Abrima. That was pretty crazy. So TFC, nothing's going on. It's too cold for us to watch the games. We got a good question from Napa Valley Kitchens. Are you going to touch on the Masters? Yes, I am. I just want Tiger Woods to win that. He's actually favored. I'm going to drop
How
a
is he
Janu.
favorite?
Ralphie J, because he's back. His back is fused. He's played top 5 finishes.
The last five tournaments, but Joe, you're gonna take.
You know what? I'm going to take Tiger Woods in the Masters. He wants this.
I can't believe it came from your mouth.
He's an assassin just like Kobe. His back feels good. He knows that freaking course. Like we know Goldie Knight.
So did Jack Nicklaus. So did Phil Mickelson. And so
did
did everybody.
Again, this is where I would go. MJ's Tiger Woods. Magic Bird is Phil. They're not there. So the fact that Tiger's back's better, he's my favorite to win the Masters, 100%.
After 60, I'm shocked. No, I would do it because of you.
I'm telling you, Ralph. The way if he comes in Sunday with a lead or close to it, he puts on that red camise, it's over.
If he's wearing the red camise, but you think nothing of Rory?
Listen,
even DJ has.
The viewership and the sports since Tiger's come back.
Yeah, it's like this.
They made a good point. If they had 2 channels, a PGA channel and a Tiger
channel would get more ratings.
75% it would go towards the Tiger channel. 25 would watch the rest of the field. He is that big to the sport, and I'm telling you, he's going to give it a run in Georgia. I
hope. In Augusta, he knows the course better than anybody with the luck that he's had. But is his back going to hold up, Joey?
No, his back's fine. His back's fine. His back, Ralph, he's playing week after week after week. He's not making those winces when he takes a shot. His back's fine. Can he just have a solid 4 rounds? And if he does, I'm afraid for all those guys. You got Roy McIlroy, whatever his name is. McElhaney's brother.
I wonder who would.
And even watch out for that Poulter coming off that Houston Open. Yeah, that was a good victory for him. It's his first victory, I think, even in North America. I believe I saw that last night. Masters is always a different beast. It's a different tournament.
You got Jordan Speed too. He's going to
I was happy for Sergio last year.
The old man, finally. That guy's had the worst luck. Poor Sergio. How many times he buckled down the stretch?
Big time, but you know what? It's persistence. It's never giving up, and it's patience. But I think going into Masters, I'm going to go with Tiger's the guy. And I still think he should get a girlfriend and marry her and cheat, because that's when he was playing his best golf.
Well, he was number one.
He was on fire when he was cheating. I'm not saying cheat on you. That's not what I'm promoting in the show. But before his wife took a spatula and whipped his ass in front of the Jeep truck that he had, his whole career went down the drain. I think that's what hurt his back. She grabbed his 9-iron and took out his back like Van Damme.
I think that happened.
That's exact. I think she went outside with a weed trimmer and just took out his vertebrae like that. Just came across off each other. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. She got paid $140 to go away. So
he didn't flinch.
Didn't even flinch. I think his checkbook covered that for his checking account, his unlimited checking account. Mm-hmm. Let's touch on the Jays, and then we're pretty much done here. How'd you feel about that 4-game series against the Yanks?
Against the Yanks, I was there opening night, Joe. You know what? Of all the 4 major sports, the closest to my heart, hockey is my lifeline. But baseball runs thick in my blood. I love that sport more than anything. Now, this year, I said, okay, the Jays with that rotation in the AL East, probably the best rotation in the AL East, it's this lineup. I sat there after 7 innings. I grabbed the boys. I said, let's get up, because I cannot watch this pitiful squad on opening night. Next night out, same thing, Joe. You got Sanchez on the mound, same result. But come Saturday with Estrada, I said something different about this team, because Gibby changed the lineup. Saturday and Sunday, that's a ball club. They grind.
Tail of 2 tails.
A story.
2 losses. I thought they were going to go 0-162. 2 wins. Big Grand Slam. And do we need to buy Viagra for Donaldson's arm?
Yeah, it's bad, Joe. I swear on my life, ladies and gentlemen, I was at the ballpark. I swear to God. They said he had, I don't know what they said, but in spring training, I heard Mike Wilner say he's got some issues with his shoulder and he's taking it easy, or whatever the case was.
So can he hit?
He can hit, because it's his. So he's a right-handed bat. His extension is with his left hand, so he's keeping his right arm tucked. I don't know. The guy's on serious something, but he's not even big, Joe. He doesn't even lift weights. He's just thin.
Thin. I see him. I see him out there.
We were at above Flower. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the first play at third base, when I seen him cuff the ball, I go, what is he doing? I knew something was up, Joe. There was kids in front of me, and one guy played in the IBL. I forget his name. Gentlemen, if you're actually watching the show, you're a pleasure to talk to this guy all game. Plays in the Independent Baseball League, plays for Kitchener. And we spoke about Donaldson. He's like, he might be a dead arm. He had 3 plays in that inning, Joey. He looked like he couldn't throw a beach ball.
I didn't see that game. I don't want to offend any of the viewers. He couldn't reach the first base?
So 90 feet, Joe. Yeah. He would take 5 steps in, throw a 60-foot dribbler to first.
That bad.
40% on his arm.
But he still plays.
I don't know how he did it. So the last 2 days he DH'd. I don't know what he did. Was he in the lineup?
He was, because he was on first when Smoke hit the Grand Slam.
Was he on the field on Wednesday? Was he playing?
I don't know.
If he was playing I don't remember if he was at third on Friday. I got to check his stats. I apologize. But anyways, a tale of 2 stories. They picked it up. It's Smokey again. Smokey in the 8th inning. They want to disrespect him by pitching to him. That's what you're going to get. With the bases loaded, that's what happens. Sacks are drunk.
That's what you call a late bloomer, Smokey.
Joey Bats, yes. But Smokey was drafted. See, the thing is with Smokey, he was drafted high by the Seattle Mariners. They knew it was in him. Yeah.
How old is he now? 30?
30. So I want to see he's going to be 31.
Jesus, he starts putting up these numbers at 30. Where was he when we needed him against Kansas City Royals?
Wasn't on the bench. He had good numbers, but he couldn't hit the breaking stuff.
Hit the breaking stuff, and could have used that Smoke in that series.
They would have won the World Series. That's what they lacked.
Even against Cleveland 2 years ago, we could have used that Smoke. But you know what? The Jays are 2-2. God damn it, freaking New York Yankees lineup looks
deadly. How do you flip a coin? You got Judge, you have Stanton, you have Gabby Sanchez, Didi Gregorius. No, it's not fair. And Greg Bird's on the DL. If Greg Bird was healthy, where does this lineup go? This lineup is so deep. No. You got rotation. I was with CC Sabathia's family, brother. Nice people. Oh, wow. Sabathia's. It was a pleasure meeting at the game. His son is 2. He's got a daughter. His mother was really nice.
Sure, he made $180 million in his career. I'd be nice too.
Yeah, very nice lady.
Probably bought her gold teeth.
No, she had a beautiful. My nephew pointed to look at her Louis bag. She had a beautiful Louis Vuitton bag, but they all wore Sabathia gear.
sure, Bellomio.
Yeah.
He buys them toothpaste,
Oh,
everything. They
Tutto.
don't, but I'm sure they love each other. I'm not gonna put them down, but like,
No.
if I was making $29 million a month, a year, my mother's coming with me everywhere.
Oh, absolutely. But it's just there's something sentimental for me in baseball. Like one of our best friends, Anthony, bought me a trip to Cooperstown. It was the most memorable experience of my life to this day.
I can imagine. I know how big you are in
MLB baseball. Yeah.
You know, the Jays might be a sleeper team. They're 2-2. Do they need a little bit more power in that lineup? I think they do. But I think those GMs are making a ruckus with that team. I never liked them. I think they should have kept the Greek freak over there, Anthopoulos and Jesse Katsopoulos, whoever it is.
By the falling off that they have with the Greek freak, it's ownership that changed. It's when Spataro and Atkins
I don't
came
like
in.
Atkins and the Atkins diet.
Atkins
I hate
diet.
the Atkins diet and I hate Atkins, their GM. They're both shit.
I'm not good at that.
You gotta eat, you know what I mean? It looks like he's trying to screw us up. Every time we ask him a question, he backtracks and he's like he wants to lose. I don't know. He's got that look in his eye. I don't like him.
What he's saying is, yes, we're putting a competitive ball club on the field to compete, but we're not competing for a division title. We're not competing for a spot in the postseason. He needs to rebuild this farm. The fact that they had a falling out is that Anthopoulos emptied the farm to get them to where they were. Mm-hmm. Now you look at around the majors. Okay, Syndergaard and Darno, a package that brought him R.A. Dickey, but they need that R.A. Dickey in this lineup for the trade they made with the Marlins. That was the missing link, was Dickey. But it worked 2 years later. But now you're 2 years behind in the farm because they
No, I know, they did a lot of moves.
Yeah,
And we almost won.
They did. 2 years in a row. They can't see. They win the World Series.
100%. They would have killed the Mets. Yeah. And I wish we did get over that hump. I think that rain delay still haunts me today.
But they tied after the rain delay. Joey Bats ties up. You know what kills me to this day?
That hurts.
Is the Colin Ben Revere.
Oh yeah, it was a ball.
It's a ball. 3-1. Yeah, he's on. That's a ball.
I know.
Ben Revere's never been the same.
But that year was tricky when they were already putting Kansas City versus New York Mets in the World Series.
You know it was done already.
We weren't even done the game yet.
They said it, remember?
I was still getting popcorn and they were already going to the World Series. Well,
yeah.
Ralphie Che, good talk today. We covered up on everything, guys. Big Leaf game tonight. Well, it's not that big, but every game with Mateo is a big game.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show, Bellomio. Love you, buddy.
I love you too.
Episode 29, guys. Playoffs are coming up. We got a lot of crap to talk about next couple of weeks, and thanks for coming out. JoeyTLive Leafs Talk, Live Talk, episode 29. Show starts at 4:30 today. So if you watch this later, don't worry about it. Call us, talk to me and Ralphie Che, aka Later B. Peace, guys.
Later B.